You know, like the reason why a lot of guys don't want to get married today, ladies, is because of the court involvement. 80%, 70 to 80% of divorces are started by women, 90% if they're college educated. So because of that, guys are it gives women the incentive to want to divorce after you get married to somebody, and you can take half their wealth.
You don't go to a wedding planning the divorce though.
Well, yeah, but so the reason why I was asking though is because there's a lot of guys today that are very happy to get married, but they just want the contract taken out, or they want a prenup where they get to decide, how it's going to be arranged after a breakup, but so like that's the real reason. And also another reason why I was bringing this up is because when we ask around the table, do you want to be married or do you want a wedding? Sometimes there's a little bit of debate between the women that, are you really doing this because you just want the fancy pictures and you want the party and you want all this? Or are you doing this because you truly want to be married to this man for the next 30, 40 years? So that's why we're kind of asking this question. Do you want the wedding and do you want the certificate just because it's a backup plan and stuff?
I actually want to be married. The wedding is like, at least in my words, the wedding to me is a party. So if we want to have that party, we can have that party
a year or 2 years, yeah.
2 years down the road. But I want the actual.
You want the certificate?
Certificate, like the I love you, I want to be with you. This is the person I want.
Would you be okay with the prenup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. What about you?
Oh, I'm down for the backyard barbecue wedding, the ratchetness.
You down to the cheap shit?
Together. Yeah, because I feel like, for me personally, like people who spend all this money on one day. Imagine you having an intimate, close wedding with your closest people. Y'all having a great time, and then you and your person that you're gonna be with forever, y'all spend that money, y'all invest that money, y'all go on trips, y'all do something better with that money. Because one day to show off, this is not worth a lifetime of being.
I completely agree. Yeah, y'all, like a lot of people are spending 20, 30 grand on their weddings. That's a house. Literally, that's a house down payment. What about you?
I don't have to have the big wedding. I'm okay with going to the court and getting married. I want the paperwork though.
Okay.
And I'm okay with a prenup.
Okay. What about you?
I'm okay with a small, intimate setting, but I do want like a little bit of a celebration for our union. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Just for it to be acknowledged, just as we acknowledge like even smaller things like birthdays, let's acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But as far as a prenup goes, I mean, okay, sure, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But we need to agree. We both need to agree on these terms because I'm gonna make money too.
Yeah, and prenups aren't bad, and prenups are actually biblical if you really look into it. Prenups are a very good thing, and everybody gets really scared when they hear it, but it's just making it to where the judge doesn't decide things. Right. All the prenup is that we're deciding beforehand that you're gonna get this house or you're gonna get this, and when we go to the judge, that motherfucker's not gonna be like, it's what I say. It's going to be what the fuck the paper said, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I always think a prenup can be changed over time.
Yeah, it can. You can do a post-nup. Yeah. You can do a post-nup. What about you?
Let's talk about it.
If I choose between being a wife or having a wedding, I'd pick being a wife, but I feel like I want that commitment on paper, that buy-in, like we're committed to each other. Mm-hmm. And I feel like for prenup, I'd rather decide that when we're both on good terms, like at the beginning, like before we get married, rather than trying to hash it out when we're already on bad terms, trying to get divorced. Like I'm with prenups, but let's discuss it.
Yeah, together. Months before. Yeah. Okay. What was the next one, man? We got $5 from Vigornomy by Rod Eric. Fellas, let's build joint Discord. DM me for the link at RodXEric. DM him, guys, on Instagram. $5 from Alex. What's up, bro? I don't care what no one say, but if she got a roster, then the world is doomed.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Alex, do you got a roster? No, he definitely does. I actually know him very well. He
what's he talking about?
I think I look at it as like I can fuck one person and be able to date multiple.
Yeah, well, that's why I was trying to explain what a roster is to a woman. It's not the same as like what a roster is to a man. A roster for a man is you're legitimately fucking those 6 girls on your bench. Like that's just how it is, and that's all you're getting. That's all they're getting. You're not even taking them on dinner or anything. Is that it for them? Yeah. Next, I want to dive a little deeper on the boundary thing. What is there a certain caliber of guy that you would do the boundary for? Like if he was like no more girls trips, what is like a high income, like what is it that you would be like, you know what, daddy, I'll do whatever you say, is there a certain like higher income that like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it, man, whatever.
A couple million.
It's gonna
take a lot. Take a lot. Realistically,
a real ass fucking hustler, like hardcore as fuck. Okay, what about you?
I don't think any amount of money in the world would make me like move my morals, my standards, like things that make me happy. Happiness is worth more than money.
I agree.
What about you?
Not a height or income, but if it could be something we could talk about, maybe compromise on it.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a conversation. I wouldn't say that it's a certain amount of like income that could like make me move. The fact that I like to hang out with my girls, my girlfriends are real important to me. So I don't think it's income that would like make me change that. I don't see myself being happy in a situation where I feel like I'm being really controlled. So that brings me back to, the first thing I said, where I'm willing to take, less money if it means that we are happy.
Yeah. No, I got you. What about you?
For me, I feel like we need to be able to trust each other. Like, I don't want you controlling me, controlling what I do, controlling my life. Like, we have our time together, but we also have our time apart with our different friend groups. So I don't feel like I'd be able to compromise on a man who's just trying to control my life for any amount of money.
This always goes back to people choosing their friends over family. And like, this is what really bothers me sometimes, because it's so different from me. It's so different from what I experienced growing up. And the thing is, whenever y'all are 60, 70 years old, and maybe on your deathbed or something like that, the thing that's going to make you, like, y'all are all talking about being happy right now. Like, your girlfriends make you happy. Doing these things with them makes you happy. But what's really going to make you happy in 20, 30, 40 years is going to be seeing a bunch of kids, having grandchildren, having, a big family reunion, and seeing 30 children that came because of your womb. Like, that is what happiness is. And like, the thing is, life is a roller coaster, okay? It's constantly up and down. There's happy, there's sad. There's no such thing as a constant happiness just because of your friends or anything like that. Okay? And this bothers me, like I said, because I've never chosen my friends over a relationship. And I've had amazing friendships. I have some amazing friendships, but I would never choose them over the person that I sleep next to every night, that I'm going to make generational wealth with, that I'm having my home with, that I'm literally having children with. This is a very new thing from the 21st century, and because of social media, because everybody's spending so much time with their friends, that we think friends are more important than family. And it's really crazy to me, because, like I said, in my life, my parents, everything that I saw growing up, it was all family first and friends completely second.